My fiancé cheated on me 2 weeks before our wedding. I never thought I'd be the guy writing one of these stories, but here we are. A year ago, I proposed to my fiancée, Sarah. We'd been together for 4 years, lived together for 2, and from the outside looked like the perfect couple. We rarely fought, we had similar goals, and we'd already started planning our future together. When I proposed, she cried and immediately said yes. I thought I had won the lottery. For months, wedding planning consumed our lives. We booked a venue, hired a photographer, sent invitations, and even put down a deposit on a honeymoon trip we'd been dreaming about for years. 2 weeks before the wedding, everything fell apart. It started with something small. Sarah left her phone on the kitchen counter while she was in the shower. I wasn't the type of guy who checked her phone. In 4 years together, I never once felt the need. Then her phone lit up. A message appeared from a contact named Emily. The message read, "I can't stop thinking about last night." Read. My stomach dropped. The heart emoji felt wrong. I told myself it was probably a friend, maybe I was overthinking. But something in my gut wouldn't let it go. For the first time in our relationship, I picked up her phone. The message thread was already open from the notification. What I saw changed my life. There were dozens of messages. Except Emily wasn't Emily. The conversation made it obvious she was talking to a man. They'd been seeing each other for months. Hotel receipts. Photos. Plans to meet. Inside jokes. Messages talking about me. One message from him said, "Are you really going through with the wedding?" Sarah replied, "Probably, it's easier this way." I felt physically sick. I had spent 4 years loving this woman. I was working overtime to help pay for our wedding. I trusted her completely. And she was treating me like a backup plan. I put the phone back exactly where I found it. Then I sat in my car for almost 3 hours. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I just stared at the steering wheel trying to process what I'd read. The next morning I confronted her. I expected denial. Instead, she immediately started crying. At first she claimed it was only emotional. Then she admitted they'd kissed. Then she admitted they'd slept together. Then she admitted it had been going on for nearly 6 months. Every answer got worse. I asked her the question that haunted me most. Would you have ever told me? She looked down at the floor. That was all the answer I needed. I canceled the wedding that same day. Calling family members was one of the hardest things I've ever done. Some people thought we were having cold feet. Others assumed we'd had an argument. Very few knew the truth. The venue kept part of our deposit. The honeymoon money was gone. Thousands of dollars disappeared overnight. But honestly, the money wasn't what hurt. The betrayal hurt. For weeks I barely slept. I kept replaying memories in my head. Every date. Every vacation. Every "I love you." I questioned all of it. Then something unexpected happened. 1 month later, Sarah showed up at my apartment. She wanted another chance. According to her, the other guy had left. Apparently, he didn't want a serious relationship. Suddenly she realized she'd made a mistake. She cried. She apologized. She said she loved me. She said she'd do anything to fix things. For a second I almost believed her. Then I remembered that message. It's easier this way. I wasn't the man she chose. I was the man she settled for. There's a huge difference. So I told her no. I closed the door. And that was the last time I ever saw her. It's been 3 years now. I'm doing better than I ever imagined. I met someone new. Someone honest. Someone who doesn't make me question my worth. Looking back, canceling that wedding was the best decision I ever made. At the time it felt like my life was ending. In reality, it was just saving me from a future that would have been far worse. If there's one thing I learned from all of this, it's that discovering the truth before the wedding is painful. Discovering it after the wedding would have been devastating. So while she broke my heart, she also gave me a gift. She showed me who she really was before it was too late.